Before issuing his executive order today, the governor called the president's vaccine mandate an overreach of federal government. I spoke earlier with our Statehouse Insiders to get their reactions to the governor's comments. Here's what they had to say.
Of course, this is the same party who did not even believe that COVID-19 was a real thing when it started. It's been pushing a message of encouraging people to be vaccinated and doing the things we know we need to do to be a healthier South Carolina. So I'm not surprised. It's par for the course. But I think people around the country and people of South Carolina realize the seriousness of this virus, and the only cure to it is to make certain that we're vaccinated. And I think businesses understand that the more people out of work because of they have contracted the virus, the more it slows down and hurts business. And so it's par for the course with this government.
There's a process for creating laws in America, and it is not a fiat that's going to be done by regulation. When you use OSHA as an executive branch to be able to go through and create a mandate that says companies of certain sizes and certain organizational structures have to have certain rules in place like this for a vaccine that is to protect an individual. If you've got COVID antibodies already, if you already had COVID and you have that built up, what's the reason for having to have that on top of it? I think Governor McMaster is right, and it goes well beyond talking points. It goes to a fundamental understanding of what government's supposed to do. Is it government's responsibility and the president's responsibility to use OSHA to create a mandate like this? And I don't think that's right. And I think Governor McMaster is spot on with this.
Dave, the only thing I would argue, the only thing I would say to you is you and I both have had to participate in many things that require us to do certain things. We cannot attend public schools in the state without getting certain vaccinations. We don't hear complaints about that. For certain jobs, even in the military, you're required to have certain type of vaccinations and certain type of updated medical records. And so this argument that your party sometimes love to pick and choose what the government should and shouldn't be doing, it's just a big bucket of hypocrisy. And I think that is what
I disagree with you on that one, Antoine. This is not a big bucket of hypocrisy. It's a big bucket of those vaccines that we've been taking as kids that we took before we went to school have been around for quite a long time. This vaccine has not been around that long. You've got certain places right now where you have workers who are walking out saying, listen, I don't want a government mandating to me what I have to do in order to keep my job. You've got businesses that are doing the same thing. There's a place for the government's involvement, but right now what you see is the Biden administration using the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, a government entity, to tell business what to do. Businesses, 100 employees or more, Antoine, 100 employees or more. That is every hospital, that's every airline, that's every major business in America mandating in a time right now when we have an employment crisis going on with a number of issues going on in the supply chain and everything else. You want to make it harder for business to do business in America?
Well, Dave, last time I checked, the federal government mandates a lot of things for businesses. And we have to, as we say in the Baptist church, govern ourselves accordingly. I don't see where this is different. This is about keeping people safe. This is about making sure business and commerce can continue to flow in this state. We know that this vaccine has proven to be safe. It's proven to be the good thing for the American people. And so this idea that you all want to make science and the government trying to keep people safe some sort of problem, it baffles me, because, David, at the end of the day, you like me believe in life and the preservation of. This is how we preserve life in this country.